Hello everyone, I'm Vijaya from Vijayaacademics. Today I'll be going to discuss about the draft report of National Credit Framework. The National Credit Framework 2022. Executive Summary, Manifesting the National Education Policy 2020. To fulfill the vision of National Education Policy 2020, making education more holistic and effective, and lay emphasis on the integration of general academic education, vocational education, and experiential learning, including a relevant experience and professional levels acquired. It becomes imperative to establish and formalize a national credit accumulation and uh, transfer system which will integrate both general and the vocational education while ensuring mobility of candidate between the two systems. National Credit Framework NCrF has been jointly developed by UGC, AICTE, NCVET, NIOS, Cbse, NCERT, Minister of Education, Digiti, and Ministry of Skill Development to achieve this vision and intent of NEP. NCrF is a comprehensive framework encompassing elementary, school, higher, and vocational education and training, integrating learning on all dimensions, that is, academics, vocational skills, and experiential learning, including relevant experience and professional levels acquired. The National Credit Framework, NCRF, shall be an inclusive umbrella framework to seamlessly integrate the credits earned through school education, higher education, and vocational and skill education. For creditation and integration of all learning, the National Credit Framework shall encompass the qualification frameworks for higher education, vocational and skill education, and school education, namely National Higher Education Qualification Program, that is NHEQF, National Skill Qualification Framework, that is NSQF, and National School Education Qualification Framework, that is NSEQF, also popularly known as National Curricular Framework, that is NCF, respectively. The implementation of NCRF would be a game changer in realizing the vision and intent of NEP by removing distinction, ensuring flexibility and mobility, and establishing academic equivalence between general and vocational education. Such integration shall open numerous options for further progression of students and intermingling of school and higher education with vocational education and experiential learning, including relevant experience and professional levels acquired to further enable entry and re-entry from vocational stream to general education and vice versa, thus mainstreaming the vocational education and scaling. The National Credit Framework provides for broad-based, multidisciplinary, holistic education, allowing imaginative and need-based curricular structures and enabling creative combinations of subjects and disciplines. The framework has been built on the strength of existing regulations, guidelines, and qualifications framework of UGC, AICTE, NCVET, NCERT, Cbse, and NIOS, so that the option for multiple entry, multiple exit, me are accessible and applicable across the higher education, school education, and vocational education. The National Credit Framework provides for assignment, accumulation, storage, transfer, and redemption of credits. The NCRF paves way for multidisciplinary education and empowers students through flexibility in choice of courses for choosing their own learning trajectories and programs. and thereby choose their paths in life with appropriate career choice, including option for midway course corrections according to their talents and interest. NCRF fully enables the students with opportunities to catch up and re-enter education ecosystem in case they have fallen behind or dropped out at any stage. NCRF also fully supports educational acceleration for students with gifted learning abilities and recognition of prior learning for workforce that has acquired knowledge and skill informally through the traditional family inheritance, work experience, or other methods, thereby allowing them progression and mobility into formal education ecosystem. The total national learning hours for assignment of credits across school education, higher education, and the vocational education scaling have been agreed to be 1200 hours per year, for which the students learners shall be awarded 40 credits for the purpose of credit calculations under National Credit Framework. 30 national learning hours will be counted as one credit. However, the assignment of credits is independent of the education streams, subjects, or types of learning. Subject of assessment, the students, learners may take additional courses, programs, subjects, projects beyond 40 credits to get additional credits for the same. NCRF recognizes no hard separation between different areas of learning, that is, arts and sciences, vocational and academic streams, curricular and extracurricular for the purpose of assignment of credits and credit levels. In the true spirit of National Education Policy 2020, the total learning hours can be crediticized, subject to assessment, and may include classroom teaching, learning laboratory work, innovation labs, class projects, assignments, tutorials, sports and games, yoga, physical activities, performing arts, music, handicrafts work, social work, NCC, bagless days, examination, class test, quizzes, assessment, vocational education, training and skilling, minor, major project work, field visit in skill education, as well as on the job training, OJT, internship, apprenticeship, experiential learning, including relevant experiences and professional levels acquired, etc. Such an approach would also close the gap in achievement of learning outcomes by shifting the classroom education to competency and learning outcome based education and learning. Under the National Credit Framework, every learning can be creditized subject to its assessment. Under NCRF, the credit levels to be assigned across school, higher vocational education, skilling, independent of the stream subjects, etc., will be based on the cumulative numbers of years of learning with assessment. For example, for earnings credits, the course qualification should be qualification framework aligned and approved with a defined NCRF level, clearly describing the desired competency and learning outcome expected. Also, the learning outcome shall be assessed after completing the course qualification for assessment of credits. The assessment is thus mandatory for earning credits for all types of learning and progression. To the next assessment band. The assessment bands are the stages at which the student learner need to be formally assessed for progression in academic, vocational, skilling stream, 10th, 12th board exam, DGT's assessment and exam for CTS, UG, PG semester exam. The NCRF credit for the two courses qualifications programs may be added to each other and accumulated in ABC if these are earned in the same assessment band, subject to the guidelines of the respective regulators. The NCRF credits levels. The for school education are up to level 4, while the higher education from level 4.5 to level 8, undergraduate level 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6, postgraduate levels 6, 6.5, and 7.0, and PhD level 8. And for vocational education and training, level 1 to level 8. The total credit points earned by the student could be obtained by multiplying the credits earned with NCRF levels, at which the credit have been earned. The credit points may be redeemed as per the guidelines of Academic Bank Credit, that is ABC, for entry or admission in school, higher, technical, vocational programs, courses at multiple levels, enabling horizontal and vertical mobility with various lateral entry options. In addition to this, the credits for higher education, the Academic Bank of Credit, that is ABC, shall also be expanded for credits earned through school education, vocational education, and skilling, apprenticeship, internships, projects work, etc. ABC could digitally store the academic and other credits earned from recognized institutions so that credits could be redeemed and the relevant award granted, taking into account the credits earned at various NCRF levels. The credits may also be linked to DigiLocker for easy verification and portability. The National Credit Framework also enables creditisation of experiential learning, including relevant experiences and professional levels acquired based on the weightage for relevant experience and proficiency levels achieved, subject to assessment. Assignment of credits has been enabled for online, digital, and blended learning in vocational education and skilling to expand the open distance learning option and to promote extensive use of technology in learning and scaling. This would help to overcome the constraints of physical infrastructure and scalability while enhancing access, equity, and affordability and ensuring quality and accountability. The blended learning option shall also enhance accessibility of learning in Indian language for 90% non-English medium students as well as for Divyangs. The National Credit Framework will encourage internationalization of education through credit transfer provisions, thus enabling wider international equivalence, recognition and acceptance of Indian education and scaling by other countries, promoting exchange with foreign universities and institutions. Thus, there would be only one credit framework for higher education, school education, and skill education, namely the National Credit Framework, that is NCRF, which would be the mother framework document notified for integrating the accreditation of learning in various dimensions of academics, skilling, and experiential learning, including relevant experience and professional levels acquired, and only single credit system would be operationalized through Academic Bank of Credits, that is ABC. The qualification frameworks for school, higher education, and skills would be addendum to NCRF and align with it. The basic principle and the provisions of NCRF would be applicable to all the qualification frameworks. National Credit Framework shall act as a broad enabling framework for all regulatory organizations, UGC, AICTE, NCVET, NCERT, etc., and autonomous institutions including universities, INS, Cbse, NIOS, state school boards, state technical education boards, etc., who may, wherever required, notifying their detailed implementation guidelines within this framework. The NCRF empowers institutions and enables them with the required flexibility for catering to their specific academic requirements for creating imaginative and flexible curricular structure, creative combination of disciplines, and other special needs. Thus, there would be only one credit framework for higher education, school education, and skill education, namely the National Credit Framework, which would be the mother framework document notified for integrating the creditization of learning in various dimensions of academic, skilling, and experiential learning, including relevant experience and professional levels acquired on only single credit system would be operationalized through Academic Bank of Credit, ABC. The qualification framework for the school, higher education, and the school would be the part of addendum to NCRF. The basic principles and the provisions, National Credit Framework, would be applicable to all the qualification frameworks. Thus, the NCRF shall not only enable effective implementation of National Education Policy 2020 through integration of various policy endeavors under general education and vocational education, but will also be game changer to establish a benchmark for holistic education and learning, integrated with skills by remove the barriers, infusion of flexibility, and creating lifelong learning opportunities. NCRF will enable transformation of India by providing high quality education opportunities integrated with effective skills to reap the demographic dividend, making education and skilling truly aspirational. This is all about the brief idea about NCRF. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching my channel. Keep updating yourself. If you are new, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you once again.